Hey bitches, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to talk to you about Jeffree Star being botched by a doctor in LA, as well as Kathleen Lights coming to the defense of ColourPop over on Twitter. If you have not already seen my video from yesterday about Jaclyn Hill being accused of copying her ex-husband's new girlfriend, as well as Emma Chamberlain being called out by her fans over on Twitter, I am going to place a card in the upper right hand corner as well as a link down in the description. If this is your first time on my channel, hello, welcome, how the fuck are you doing? If you could please hit the subscribe button down below, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are someone who has been here for a day, a week, a month, or a year, welcome the fuck back. If you could please make sure you have all of your notifications set to on by clicking the bell icon somewhere on the screen. Please know that everything I speak on in my videos is my own personal opinion. Opinions are not facts. I invite you to research all this information for yourself by watching other creators' videos and then coming back to the comments section so we can have a healthy adult conversation. Please do not send any hate to anyone or any brand that I speak on in my videos. That is not what these are meant for. They are just meant for us to spill a little tea, throw a little shade, and have a messy ass time here on the internet. Jeffree Star has released his video where he reveals one of his ultimate insecurities as well as shares his story about how he was botched years ago in LA. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, the other week Jeffree Star announced that he was going to have an elective surgery to fix something on his face that was fucked up years ago by a doctor. Once Jeffree announced that he was going to have the surgery, the rumors started to fly. Is he getting a nose job? Is he fixing his lips? Is he doing something with his teeth? What could possibly be wrong on Jeffree's face that would make him so insecure? At the beginning of Jeffree's video from today, he did sit down one-on-one with the camera and really detailed everything out for everyone regarding how he was botched, why he was botched, and how this all took place. Here is just a clip of some things that he had to say.
10 years ago, I was botched. So you guys have been staring at me for years now on YouTube, and you may have noticed something wrong with my face. You may not. I'm just gonna dive into it and tell you this. What happened to me is, and I'm gonna throw up some pictures throughout this video, we're gonna kinda go through a little history before we hop in the car and go to the doctor's, but about 10 years ago, I discovered fillers. I don't regret much. I regret ever meeting that doctor. I regret ever going into his office, and I regret ever letting him touch my face. Juvederm is not permanent! So here's where it gets really, really shitty, is I go to this person. He allegedly used about 2 syringes for my bottom and top lips total, okay? Now, I didn't notice anything was wrong until about a year later. And I discovered a few years after that that this doctor had mixed in silicone with Juvederm. I never asked for that. I never knew he was doing this. You may be looking at me and you're like, Jeffree, there's not really that much wrong with you. If you have looked at me on camera, seen my mouth move, you probably have noticed bumps. You may have noticed weird things like when I smile. Now I'm gonna cock my head back. Look when I smile. You see that? Underneath my lips for years and years now has been silicone that has made me insecure. It has embarrassed me. It has made me feel weird when I'm doing photo shoots. It is something that I have to airbrush in some pictures when I'm in different angles. And it's something that has haunted me for a long time. It's hurt me in a way that I didn't know it could. And I'm someone that just kind of like keeps it going, and it's been living on my body for so long. I get a lot of questions when I do tell people, like, does it hurt? There's zero pain. I don't even, like, I know it's there because you feel it. Like when you go like this. See that? I can literally like pull on it with my tongue and my teeth. That's how weird it feels, and like it's very prominent.
I of course am going to link Jeffree Star's video down in the description for all of you that possibly have not checked out his video already, but I definitely recommend checking it out if you are someone who is interested in getting fillers or you are someone who has gotten fillers in the past. It is eye-opening to some shady shit that does go on in that industry. And honestly, I love that Jeffree Star let his guard down and showed all of his subscribers exactly what his insecurity was and how he was going to fix it, and told the whole backstory of what exactly happened. Someone tweeted to Jeffree Star and said the following: I just got done watching it and it is so fascinating. Girl, I am so proud of you for being brave. I could not do that unless I was put under. I always wanted fillers for my lips. Now I know I have to do extensive research, so thank you for that. I know I'm talking about Jeffree Star here, and people in the comments are going to be like, well, Jeffree Star does go to the extreme all the time with certain things that he does, because something I found interesting in his video is that he said the doctor he got this from used one syringe in a lip and then put another syringe in another lip. That is straight up porn star, like, pillow lips right there. One of the main things that I'm taking away from Jeffree Star's video is that you need to do your research. Just because someone recommends a doctor to you does not mean that you should just take their word of mouth and be like, okay, yeah, this is going to be fine. Always do your research. And thank God we are in a day and age where it is much easier to find information on certain practitioners and all of that kind of stuff, because back in the day, it was a little difficult to find out some information on some doctors. Trust and believe. But you still need to do your research. You cannot just take a word of mouth, and even though some of these people that are injecting are employed by like med spas and all that, you still need to look into that person's background and make sure they have no discrepancies on their track record. I actually learned that lesson kind of the hard way with my friend Vanessa here in Orlando, because we were going to a med spa and I was receiving Botox from this woman. She did an amazing job. I loved it every single time she did it, so I recommended my friend Vanessa to her. When my friend Vanessa went to her and got her Botox, she was actually injected with saline. And when my friend Vanessa called the med spa to complain about it, because it was about 2 weeks and she was not frozen anywhere and there was still full movement on her forehead, she called the med spa and they said they actually let that woman go because she had just been arrested for giving false injections outside of the workplace, as well as shoplifting at Target because she was high on pills. I mean, this was like a legit thing going on because this was all over the news. They had video of her shoplifting. They also released information that she had been fired from 3 previous med spas for injecting people with saline and basically taking the Botox home and then trying to sell it for a higher price. After Jeffree's video went live, he tweeted out a picture of himself and said the following: "You never know what someone else is going through. I'm glad I can close this dark chapter of my life and move on with a real smile on my face." I have to applaud Jeffree in this sense, because in the day and age that we're in, a lot of these younger kids, and sometimes older, are looking at these influencers who are having things done to their face. They're getting the injections, and that's great. I'm a big fan of fillers and Botox myself, but a lot of people will just rush out and get it done, and they actually will not put the time into researching what is being injected into their body, and they're just doing it because their favorite influencer said it was cool. I also love that Jeffree Star talked about this and showed the whole procedure, because a lot of social media influencers are nervous to talk about the fact they receive Botox, they get their lips done, they get cheek filler and all that, because there is such a judgment that comes along with it. Look, if you want to get plastic surgery, you want to inject something into your lips or into your face, and you're doing it 100% for you and not to please someone else, then bitch, have at it and live your best life. What is your opinion about Jeffree Star's botched video? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you think it didn't need to be done? And did you make it through the full video, because it was a little bit graphic? Let me know your thoughts down below, and now let's talk about Kathleen Lights defending ColourPop. I wanted to throw this part in here because I have noticed a lot of chatter over on Twitter and other social medias kind of criticizing ColourPop for having so many launches back to back. So much chatter, in fact, that ColourPop tweeted out this picture and said the following: "People, stop with the launches. Us, trying not to launch." Kathleen Lights came in defense on Twitter for ColourPop by saying the following: "At ColourPop Cosmetics, really is the most impressive non-indie makeup brand right now, honestly. I know I'm biased, but they are super affordable, cruelty-free, a lot of their products are vegan, made in the USA. Did I say they are affordable?" She continued with, "I do, however, think they need to slow down just a little bit. At least a little bit. But one of the owners is a fierce-ass Aries, and you know there is no stopping them. They are go-getters and they love new challenges. So it honestly makes sense. But not only are their products affordable, but they're really, really good. Plus the packaging. Oh my god, the packaging. I can't. They are too good. But okay, I'm done. Now I'm done. LOL." Someone responded to ColourPop and said the following: "We complained because y'all were launching the same palette with different packaging over and over." Another person was all for ColourPop trolling their followers and said the following: "ColourPop, please troll your nagging fans more frequently. These posts give me the best belly laughs of my life." One thing that I wish ColourPop would do, if they're going to keep having these back-to-back launches all the time, is work with different influencers. Now, I love the fact that Kathleen Lights is in really good with them, and she keeps releasing amazing products with them, but there are so many other deserving influencers out here in these streets. One that I can think of that is deserving right off the top of my head is that girl Shay. I think that people would be more excited for all these launches by ColourPop and other brands out there if they worked with other influencers, because then it's kind of exciting. I understand also, though, the whole argument of if it's not broke, don't fix it, because Kathleen Lights does bring in a lot of money with her collabs with ColourPop. So why try to venture out and work with someone else when possibly it might not go as well? What is your opinion on ColourPop always launching new products? Can you keep up? Do you not care? Is ColourPop a brand that you like? Do you love the quality? Let me know all your thoughts about ColourPop down below. And if you are someone who purchases from ColourPop, what is an influencer that you would love to see collab with the brand? Please let me know all your thoughts down below, and that is it for this video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please follow all of my social media, which is in the description as well, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye!